How's it going, guys? My name is Jakefog and welcome back to episode number 21 of my Football Manager 2020 journey here today with Leeds United. And today we've got everyone's favourite episodes. It's the start of a new season, which means we've got transfers and even more transfers to talk you through. Obviously this season we do have the Europa League, so that's something I've had to think about, try and bring in a little bit more depth, not just solely try and improve on positions. We have still got a month left of the transfer window, so all the signings you'll see here probably won't be the only signings that we'll make. And we have obviously got Liverpool today in the Community Shield after we did win at the FA Cup last season. But anyway, first of all, apologies for the fact there's been no videos over the last few days. I think the last episode was up on Saturday. I did move flat over the weekend, so I just took a few days off, but now I'm fully settled in and the videos should be continuing. So if you are looking forward to today's video, please do leave a like. It really does help me out, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here or you are not already subscribed, because hopefully it'll be a good season. Obviously we've got the Europa League. We did finish 10th in the Premier League last season and won the FA Cup, so hopefully we can improve on that. And obviously European football, it's always fun. But anyway, let's talk you through the transfers. So in terms of players out, the biggest sale has been Alioski. Got 6.5 million for him, not too bad. We did get 1.5 million as well last season for sending him on loan to Lorient. He's just never really featured for me. He only played 12 games for me in the season where they got promoted. I had no use for him last season, so sent him out on loan. So to get 6.5 million for him, I'm fairly happy. A player that was never going to feature for me again. He's the only real big sale of the summer. We've not really needed to sell, and we've had a couple of players leave on smaller fees, which I'll obviously show you now as well. The first of those being Patrick Bamford. He has gone to Reading for 425k, potentially rising to 500k. I just wanted to get rid of him. He was on 44k a week, which actually meant that he was somewhat like the fourth highest earning player at the club. And did he even play for me last season? Didn't play a single game for me last season. Only played 14 games for me in this season when he got promoted. So yeah, just wanted to get him off the books. Another player that's gone, Luke Ayling, left on a free. His contract was expiring. I had no reason to renew it. Again, I'm not even sure he played for me. Yeah, he didn't play a single game in the league for me last season. He played one game in the cup, and that was it. So yeah, had no use for him, so he was gone. And then last but not least, one that I'm a little bit disappointed with, Pascal Struijk. He went on a free as well. His contract was expiring. I offered him a new one, but he took the contract from Angers. I have no idea. It's French. French pronunciations are not my forte. But yeah, he's a decent player. I think he's got 4-star potential, which to be fair is not bad, but I just think that by the time that he would have realised that potential, he just wouldn't have been good enough at hopefully the level that we would be at that point. So I'm not too disappointed to lose him, although I could have potentially made a little bit of money on him in the future rather than having him to go for free. But anyway, that's the big outs out of the way, and let's talk about the ins. So the first bit of business that we did, we extended Ethan Ampadu's loan. He was fantastic for me last season, and Chelsea have let me have him again for just £8,000 a week, which is an absolute steal for a player of his quality. You can see last season he played 33 games for me in the league with a 7.05 average rating. Pretty happy with that, and also he can play in that holding midfield role, so if Phillips ever misses any games he can slot in very nicely. So yeah, very happy to get Ampadu back on loan. I inquired about how much they wanted for him to sign him permanently, and they wanted 112 million, so yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen. Then our second loanee, Emerson, right wing back, a position that I really wanted to improve. And we've managed to get this guy on loan. You can see there, 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. 17.75k a week on loan. He's very good. He's a lot better than what we currently had at right wing back. So yeah, a good player to get in on loan, and hopefully he'll have a decent season for me. And now this is one that I'm a little bit excited about. Nohan Kenner. If you do remember, if you watched the first episode of this series, he went to Watford for 1.4 million. They were in the Premier League. I don't know where. A year of his history has just disappeared. But Watford were in the Premier League. he had loads of interest and he hadn't signed a professional contract. I tried to offer him a contract. He didn't want it. He took the contract from Watford and got him on a compensation deal. Watford have been in the Championship now for 2 seasons, so I had a little look and it turned out I could sign him for about 4-5 million. So I just had a little go, managed to get him back. And if you know Nolan Kenny, if you know this game, he turns into a fantastic player. I'm training him as a ball-playing defender. He looks fantastic for just 18 years old. 2-star current ability, 5-star potential. I'll definitely work him into a few games this season. And yeah, it's good to have him back. So our next signing is Argentinian right winger Fabricio Mikic. I think he's also part Croatian. Yeah, part Croatian as his second nationality, meaning that he did not struggle with a work permit, thankfully, because this guy looks pretty good. Signed for just £5 million from Newell's Old Boys. And if you know Leeds United, if you know Marcelo Bielsa, you'll know that this is the club where I think he started his career, or at least he made his name anyway. And their stadium, Colosso del Parque, Marcelo Alberto Bielsa, that is right, their stadium is named after him. And who knows, maybe Mikic will also go on to have be a cult figure at Leeds United, just like Marcelo Bielsa is, even though he's only been with us for 2 years. Obviously, I stole this job off him in this game. Sorry, Marcelo. Every now and then I get a news item through that's like Marcelo Bielsa gets asked about me, and he's like, it's not my place to comment on other managers. Oh, such a lovely, humble young man. But yeah, 5 million for this guy. I think he looks very good. Just 21 years old, 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. We've got him on a wage of just 7.25k a week. I wanted, a bit more depth on the wings, and I think that this player, very good, and hopefully he'll have a decent season. Now, this is a signing that I am very happy with. Jiří Pavlenka, the Czech goalkeeper, signed him from Werder Bremen for just £8 million, not even £8 million. Just £6 million. He was on the transfer list, I believe. He just kind of popped up in one of my scout reports. And yeah, I absolutely snapped the hand off. 4-star current ability, obviously 4-star potential. Very good goalkeeper. I think he's classed as a good player for most Premier League sides. Hopefully he'll be my number one for a good few years now. But yeah, very happy for just £6 million as well. That is an absolute steal. And yeah, hopefully he'll go on to have a very nice career with us. Another area that I wanted to improve, and I think I have done pretty well on, was centre-back Stefan Posch coming in from Hoffenheim for just 7.25 million. Hoffenheim did actually get relegated, which is kind of why I had a little look at their squad. And this guy, I mean, he looks decent. He's a very good ball-playing defender, got 12 passing, decent attributes all round. He's pretty well-rounded. 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. For just 7.25 million, I think that's a pretty good job. I needed a bit more depth as well at centre back. He's not the only centre back I've signed. Just a little spoiler alert for you. But yeah, needed a bit more depth, needed a bit more quality. I didn't renew Eric Garcia's loan. I wanted to get some actual permanent players in, and I think at 24 years old, this guy, you can definitely do a job as kind of like a first choice, maybe like rotation option. But yeah, very happy. And last but not least, another centre back, Andrea Cistana. Italian, 24 years old. He looks good. He's very good tackling, marking, heading. He's got the good core attributes. He's relatively good physically, decent mentally. Passing of 11, I would have liked that to be 1 or 2 higher. I am training it. Don't know whether it'll work. But this guy came from Brescia for just £8 million. I don't know, did Brescia... Yeah, Brescia got relegated as well. I had a little look at some of the relegated sides, and yeah, that's the full list of transfers. I mean, it don't really matter because I've shown you all of them now anyway. But yeah, just £8 million. I think he had a relegation fee release clause. I matched it, and I took it. So that's the final signing. And as you can see, there's some youth player here that my director of football signed. It doesn't actually look terrible. But it'll just kind of sit in the under-23s for now. A couple of other sales have gone. If you're interested, have a look. The Bock, he was already going. He'd agreed a future fee or something from a loan from Hibs. But yeah, a pretty good transfer window all in all. And I've actually got a couple more players to show you. First off, Yang Kwang-hoon, young Korean centre-back. I actually signed him during last season. He's not going to get a work permit, so I'm going to have to send him out on loan to get a work permit. But yeah, I can't remember how much have I signed him for. Does it say? It's 825k for this guy. He has 5-star potential. My scout reports expired on him, but yeah, he looks like he could be a decent centre back. South Korean, 17 years old. He's definitely one for the future. And another kid that I've signed, Nicolas Poirier. Decent right back, only 16 years old at the moment. I think he's signing for, it's about 1.5 million. He's another one, 5-star potential. He's not particularly consistent, which isn't ideal, but I think he looks like he could be, he could be a really, really good player. Obviously, he won't join for another 2 years until he's 18 years old. And then last but not least, Peter Mahoney-Wilkes. Now, this one's a strange one. He's a striker, and actually part of the reason I signed him is because he's part English. He was born on the Isle of Man, but he's come through the Victoria Pilsen Academy in the Czech Republic. 17 years old. He's got a lot to work on, but I think there's a decent player in there. He's got very, very good dribbling. Obviously, his finishing, leaves a bit to be desired. But that is something that can be worked on. He's got 4.5-star potential, and obviously he's part English, so that is part of the reason why I went for him. He's only costing me about 800k, I think, is it? 850k. Pretty happy with that, to be honest. All in all, been a decent window. I've still got 28 million to spend, and the transfer window doesn't close for another month still. So I'm definitely going to look at making some more signings. I still would like another left winger. If you just have a little look at the squad depth here, I mean, we're not particularly deep at wing backs. I'm training. He's not even here. I'm training Jamie Shackleton. If I just have a little look at him, that's a lot of Jamie's. Jamie Shackleton. I'm training him to be a right wing back. He's got all the attributes to be a decent right wing back. Hopefully, he's not had much of a chance in central midfield, so hopefully train him to be a right wing back. Hopefully he'll get a bit more game. Just give me a little bit more cover there in that position. But yeah, I would like another left winger. That is the one position that I really, really want to get another player in. But apart from that, I'm pretty happy with how the team's looking right now. And yeah, like I said, probably a couple more signings still to come. 28 million to spend. But anyway, let's just get into this game against Liverpool and let's see what my assistant reckons for the starting 11. Sistana and Posh to start things off with. Ampadu. Calvin Phillips picked up a little bit of a knock, so he'll be sitting out today. Other player to go on the bench. Let's get Let's get Mikic on the bench, the right winger. And I don't want Bogus I don't want Alenya as a box to box. I want him as the advanced playmaker. But apart from that, pretty happy with that lineup. Alphonso Davies isn't particularly fit actually, so we'll take Dallas off the bench. We'll get Barry Douglas on the bench. Potentially have to bring him on to play a little bit. But anyway, the starting lineup is as follows. It's Pavlenka in goal, Sistana and Posh at centre-backs. A nice brand new back three, I guess, with Ampadu just in front of him. Emerson at right wing back, Alphonso Davies left wing back, Alenya and Bogus in the middle, Costa on the left, Galeno on the right, and Montagno up top. It's a relatively familiar team, a few new faces in there. Posh needs a number. You can be number 16. Let's submit the numbers. And let's get straight into today's game. Community Shield against Liverpool. What kind of a lineup have they got going? Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Lovren, Frimpong, Fabinho, Keita, Tonali, Shaqiri, Mane, Dybala. Oh, God. Let's see. Yeah, fans have been fantastic for us. That sounds about right. Not going to leave it on 2D because it makes my fan go absolutely mental because of all the processing that my laptop can't quite handle properly in 3D. Anyway, starting off here, Alphonso Davies is driving forward. Oh, he's got his one-on-one. Can he finish? He does. Alphonso Davies finishes it into the far corner. I don't know what Alisson was doing. He just kind of watched it as it just kind of floated past him into that top corner. It's a great ball from Bogus, by the way, to start off this attack. Then a fantastic run from Alphonso Davies at left wing back, takes it past Fabinho like he's not there. And that is a fantastic finish. Just 6 minutes in, and we're 1-0 up. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take it. Obviously, Liverpool, we did actually beat them in the league and in the FA Cup semi-final last year to obviously get us into that final, which we then beat Manchester City. So, I mean, it's a happy hunting ground against Liverpool, to be fair. We've done well against them when we've faced them. And yet again, we've managed to get ourselves a lead. And that has been, the only highlight I've known. As I say, that Shaqiri lines up the free kick, crosses it in. It just kind of goes over everyone. Dybala, Sistana, I believe that is on him. Goes all the way to about 30 yards out to Fabinho. Mane on it now. Back to Fabinho. Blows outright to Dybala. Tonali hits it and Pavlenka. Well, beaten at his near post, and what a way to introduce yourself as the new starting goalkeeper. Oh dear, we'll watch this in 3D. Fabinho, you can see left foot, very, very high ball out to Dybala. Takes one touch, plays it to Tonali. It's a good strike, to be fair. Pavlenka gets a hand to it, but it's a weak hand, and it flies into that top corner with just 5 minutes left in the first half. Is there going to be another goal? It's a Liverpool corner. Shaqiri on it, plays it in. Fabinho's got a free header, and Fabinho heads it past Pavlenka again. That's no wonder he was on the transfer list. He's terrible. Oh dear. What happened here, Pavlenka? Oh, his body's all around him, to be fair. Oh, well, Liverpool now 2-1 up going into half-time. And let's just say, yeah, I'm happy with the performance so far. Liverpool are fantastic. We're making a good account of ourselves. Let's see a highlight not long into this second half. Liverpool looking to build from the back. Naby Keita on it now. Goes out wide to Frimpong, and no one's tracking him. No one's chasing him down as he goes inside to Naby Keita. Back to Fabinho. Tonali, the goal scorer, finds Alexander-Arnold on this right-hand side. Mane heads it back across the keeper, and Liverpool now lead 3-1. Just 5 minutes into the second half. And it's hard to say that they've not deserved it, to be fair. The quality is just shining through here. Nice little confidence ruiner for us to start off the season. Things you absolutely love to see. To be fair, we've not done terribly. We're keeping the ball well, but it's not looking great. Galeno's not having the best game of his life. Let's get Mikic on for his debut. Let's see if he can cause a few problems to the Liverpool defence. It's Virgil van Dijk on the ball now. That's a poor ball, and now Mikic, fresh off the bench, goes inside to Ampadu. Plays it back to Sistana. He's taking his time, finds Ampadu in the middle. Great ball out to Emerson, the loanee from Barcelona. Can he get it in? He goes to Mikic. Virgil van Dijk, but only as far as Alenya. He gets past his man. Can he finish? Alisson, Montagno shot is blocked. Mikic, someone put the ball in the back of the net, please. Oh my goodness. How on earth have we not found the back of the net there? As Naby Keita brings it forward, goes long over the top to Dybala. Emerson wins it, and that is going to be the end of the highlight. Oh, it should have been 3-2. Should have been 3-2. You know what? Let's get Noah Kene on. Why not? Give him some minutes. And then the final change, we'll bring on... Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'll bring on Tyler Roberts up top. I was going to go a little bit more attacking, but we'll hold off just for now. As Tyler Roberts got the ball down this left-hand side, held across back to Roberts. Alenya. Alphonso Davies, the goal scorer, is tackled by Tonali. The ball is clear, but only as far as Noah Kene, the returning wonder kid, goes all the way back to Pavlenka, plays it forwards, and what on earth has happened there? It's pinball. Oh my goodness, the ball is just keeps changing hands, but Davies now with plenty of space down his left-hand side. Can he find Roberts in the middle? He can, but Roberts heads it over the bar from close range. Just 15 minutes left in this game, and there's another highlight. It's highlight central at the moment. Helder Costa goes back to Kene. Ethan Ampadu. Kene. Goes all the way out wide, but Frimpong intercepts it. Now Mane plays through Dybala, one-on-one, and he beats Pavlenka at his near post. Oh God, what have I done? I've wasted 6 million. Oh, Pavlenka's had an absolute shocker today, I can't lie. But that's just a long ball over the top of Dybala. Pavlenka's positioning's all over the shop, and that is an easy finish. It's just 10 minutes left now, another throw-in. Alenya on it. Henderson tackles him, and Liverpool spring in a counter-attack. Dybala hits it over. Oh God, we're getting absolutely slapped here. Let's just go attacking. Why not for these last 5 minutes? It's too little, too late. I mean, we've not done terribly. It's just Liverpool they've had the good chances, and they've put the ball in the back of the net, and it finishes 4-1. We were the underdogs out there. Oh, they didn't like that, did they? No, not at all. Oh God. Pavlenka makes Leeds United debut. One to forget. Send the assistant for the post-match press conference. That was a disappointing. That was a disappointment. Look how good we were pre-season as well. We conceded 1 goal in a testimonial. Oh well, right. Anyway, next episode. What will I do? I think, to be fair, I'll probably come back for our first match in the Europa League group stages. Don't know who we're going to be playing yet. I might show the draw and then show the episode, but I don't know. I'll kind of see how it comes. But yeah, next episode we'll either play Burnley, then our first game in the Europa League, or the Europa League game, and then the game against West Brom. But anyway, that is the end of today's episode. As always, a huge thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and I'll catch you in the next episode.